Hello, Lisa Lee. Hello, guys. Like and share if you would. This is a Friday afternoon, 1:47 p.m. Central Standard Time. December 10th, everybody. How you doing, David? Forrest. He falls a lot. Sir falls a lot, I would say. Well, my screen's giving me all kinds of warning that our stream bite rate is low than recommended, but in the past that has worked, even though it gives me that message. Wow. Hey, I'm on here on a Friday afternoon just over the stuff that I'd seen yesterday, and with the verdict of Jussie Smollett and the special treatment he's been given. There are laws for them and laws for us if you are in what they consider the elite category. And that's the truth of it all, how our court system operates nowadays. But in our community, we don't get any of those kind of breaks. And really, if you're not in the elite status, or someone they identify as elite, who has a voice of millions of people who regurgitates their narrative, like movie stars, television personalities, news media personalities that seems to have the ability to write one book after the other, even though they're all over television every 5 minutes. Now, at least Bill O'Reilly tells the truth. He has someone that helps him find the information and actually gives him the information that he puts into a book form. So this is what's going on. But I want to talk about Jussie Smollett, who was convicted on 5 of 6 accounts of, I guess you'd say, falsifying a lynching that was staged to help him get a job, and also help give him a platform in the news media. And the news media took his story and just ran with it. But what we saw yesterday, where he was convicted on 5 of 6 accounts, and yes, those accounts, even though they're misdemeanors, there is a felony. it is a felony to give a false report, especially of this magnitude. And so what they did yesterday, even though he had been convicted on all counts, he's free today on bail. He's free. He never spent a minute in jail. But if you look back to the past, and in our community, we always look back to Waco, where after the fight that went on in the parking lot, or whatever it was, because the police departments made that happen. They created that situation and hoping that would happen. But let me say this, they arrested 200 people that night. I think it was over 200. Now, some were released the next day and so on. But those people spent months in jail. Months. Some of them longer. Some of them up to 4 months, some of them longer. Without a proper investigation. And yes, Lisa Lee points out the January 6th, folks, and she is surely right. We see this again and again. People throw out a narrative out there, and then they go after everybody, and they are arrested without bail, without a proper investigation. And that's what's going on right now in Washington, D.C. They're not getting a proper investigation. They're getting a lynching, is what they're getting. You want to see a lynching? That's where to go to look. But what I'm saying here, we had all those people in Waco that were arrested, no investigation, no accountability. The prosecutor, the DA, Abel Reyna, just ran with it. And to this day, there has still not been a proper investigation of that event. And there will not be. Because they don't want it. That's the truth of it. But to see this guy walk, and now from what we understand, he's going to be sitting on pins and needles at home till January 27th. That's when he'll go back for sentencing. Meanwhile, he's walking around free. You know how many people are probably sitting in jails all across this country with lesser crimes? How many people are sitting in jail who could not make bail? How many people that are sitting in jail on a fraudulent charge? The minute they were convicted, they were taken to jail, and they're still there. And as you all know, those bikers that were arrested there, the people who did not have any accountability to what went on. They were there for a political meeting. And the police and the prosecutor did not take time to sort it out. They just sent them to jail. Go to hell, everybody. Sent them to jail, violating their constitutional rights. Hundreds, everybody. And it got down to where it was 154. They had one trial and ended up in a mistrial, and they did not take it back to court. And they will not. Because it was all a sham. They got what they wanted. For a while, anyway. That's the truth of it. And just to see this guy, because Michelle Obama took up for him, because all the elite took up for him. Joe Biden took up for him. The list runs on and on and on of the people that said, hey, no, this should never happen again in this country. Guess what? It didn't happen because Judy Smollett was lying. And the court saw through the act that he was putting on. And I'm going to suggest to you, when Alec Baldwin gets to trial, that's going to be an act too, just like he put on the other day in that ABC interview. That was nothing but an act. Nothing but an act. I'll call him back. So, anyway, that's where we're at now. That's where we're at. It's amazing. It's amazing what we're seeing out of the judicial system in this country, whether it be local, whether it be state, whether it be national, the DOJ. What a freaking mess that is. The FBI investigating parents. I mean, the list runs on and on and on of a socialist hell. And then today we watched as they have a funeral that goes on and on and on. And you know, I'm having a problem remembering his name right now. But anyway, that funeral running on and on and on there, and see, you know, and one of the things about it, all the people sitting in that cathedral today, all the people sitting there are the people that have delivered us what we're seeing out there today. Collectively, both parties have delivered us what we're seeing happening today in our country, good or bad. And most of it right now is bad. Bad. From the courts to the lying that goes on, and absolute out and out lying every day to us. Lying has become the standard in the media, our politicians telling us that what's bad for us is good for us. What's good for us is bad for us. They get out there and they say the most outlandish things. That they got a fix for everything, and by God, just pass my bill and I'm going to fix it all. And they're out there trying to sell that program. They're trying to sell it. That's right, Lisa Lee, Bob Dole. Thank you. They're out there trying to sell it, their plan, Build Back Better, to people that want free stuff. And you know, they say when the voters get to where they can vote themselves free stuff, it's all over, baby. It's all over. And we're almost there if people buy into this. That all of this spending is paid for. Yeah, it's going to be paid for after they tax the hell out of you. It is. You know, and I should have called this Scattered Shooting Friday because I'm jumping all over the place. And Lisa Lee brought up January 6th. And those people are still waiting trial without bail. And as you see what I'm talking about here, Jussie Smollett had people taken up for him, the elites, including the potato head. You can find it again. I can't wait for the next video I'm going to show you. I don't have it up upload it today, but I'll get it this weekend. And when we come back on Tuesday, we're going to be playing it and talking about it. Because, see, they believe you and I can't handle the truth. Yeah. We can't handle it. We can't take care of our own affairs. They have to do it for us. Yeah. But being as Lisa brought up the correct name for the Bob Dole, yeah, his funeral today is going on. And as a fellow vet, I thank him for his service. But also, I do realize that he was part of the collective that have produced what we got today. Because we keep electing these people over and over and over again. We've got to break that. We've got to break that chain. So yeah. And Shannon has brought up the gang database, and I can't tell you everything we're going to do in January. I can tell you that I'm studying the gang database every chance that I'm not doing some club business or other things that I need to do as a national president and the president of a club. Yeah. So we're busy. It doesn't stop. And the study of the gang database, when you go to reading those laws and rules, there's a lot there. But it's mostly aimed at law enforcement. It's not aimed at explaining just how you get into a gang database, how the policeman on the side of the road can put you into a gang database, and all the rules and everything they have about putting you into a gang database. I can tell you right now, they don't pay any damn attention to that, not one bit. Not one bit. But the gang database itself affects so much else that goes on, especially in our community, where we are treated differently than the average person out there, maybe because of what we're wearing, maybe because of what we're riding, a motorcycle, and what organization we might be a member of. It's crazy, everybody, what is going on, but they want to the law enforcement want to talk about themselves. Well, they're just a few bad apples, the rest of us are, that works for everybody. If a guy goes out there and does something bad, you don't blame everybody. So why should that work for them and not work for us? It's that simple. But hey, the potato head today at the funeral couldn't help but bring it up Amtrak. Yeah. He's got a one-track mind to come to that, but he's not the guy leading the charge. He's not. He's just another actor, although he's not a very good one because he's no longer cognizant. Oh yeah, they shoot him up with enough juice to get him through a speech like he did today. But then he did reflect back to Amtrak. Maybe they'll bury him underneath of the tracks or something. I don't know. But it's getting to the point it's stupid. It really is. Yeah. Yeah, Lisa Lee, what you will find out by reading the FBI files, if you know where to find them, law enforcement commits more crimes than all the motorcycle clubs put together. And that's really the truth of it. Sure, you hear about clubs every once in a while pushing up against each other, whatever about this, it's that, But motorcycle clubs are not gangs in the way you mean street gangs. And yeah, if a few guys go off and do something they shouldn't be doing, that's on them. That's not on the whole club. That's not on everybody. And that's really the truth of it, no matter what club they are. And yeah, even the last gang database upgrade or report that I read was the latest one was 2018. So I guess since the COVID, they couldn't copy and paste like they've done for decades. Because really, they just say the same things over and over and over, and then everybody likes to claim they committed to it or participated in the gang database report. Yeah, every Podunk police department out there and county sheriff's office wants to tell the DPS, yeah, we participated. Yeah, here's our input. Yeah, right or wrong, here's our input, everybody. Now we don't know how many people are in the gang database that don't belong there because they won't tell us. They are a secretive organization. Breaking through that barrier is tough. You have to sue them to break through that. And even then, you won't completely break through it. But all we're asking for is for them to purge the system of people that are not criminals. Without due process, and I would suggest that they use that as the criteria. Not just that the club was listed in a gang database, which struggles, or the gang report, let me say. They're two different things. They're supposed to be done yearly, where they struggle to make the number one gang, or not gang, motorcycle gang, where they struggle to make them a real threat. They wear cuts. They wear colors. They ride in a pack. A few people have gotten in trouble, but not everybody. They don't say that, though. That's what they say. It's absolutely incredible. But we're going to make a difference this year. We're studying this thing hard. We're looking at it hard. We're looking for people that are in the gang database that don't belong there. We are asking you to go to TexasBikerRadio.org. On the front page, check to see if you're in the gang database. Now, what they will do, you click the link, check for gang database. You click the link, it will show a pop down. It will say other. You click other. And then it's going to ask you for some information. Now, it's probably not going to ask you for your driver's license number and your social security number. Go ahead and include that. Go ahead and include that, whether they ask it for it or not. That will not get you put into a gang database. They already have this information. So anyway, do that. Now they will send you back an email, and we need to know if this happens. They'll send you back an email telling you they don't have enough information. What that is, that's a stalling tactic, and what that is them wanting to make you quit right there. They don't want you to go any further. And a lot of people do. Now, this ain't worth it. I ain't farting with it. Just, quit right here. No, don't quit. Don't quit. Let us know if you get that message. It says not enough information. Let us know. We're going to use that. We are asking everybody to check and see if you're in the gang database. Let us know if they send you a message back saying not enough information. We're going to use it. We're going to use it. Yeah. Shannon, you may be right about that. You calling him Flashbang? Biden's theme song is not the national anthem. He comes out Miley Cyrus's song, I Came In Like a Wrecking Ball. That's a good one. I'm not so much up on Miley Cyrus, so you have to excuse me for that. Oh, God, that's funny. That's funny. Well, hey, I'm busy this weekend. I'm working in high school. I'm doing some part-time jobs at this Christmas time to help out with buying gifts, because I throw cash at my grandkids this time of year. They're all older, so we just throw cash at them instead of buying something we think they'll like, which they probably won't. So it'll save them the job of taking it back. So we just throw them some money. We got 10 of them, so we just throw them some money, and to our kids too. And so I'll work a little bit during the Christmas time to make some extra fun to throw cash at them. Nothing wrong with that, everybody. Nothing wrong with that. I'll be working a high school game at Ford Center in Frisco tonight. Yeah. So if I miss someone's event, I'm sorry. I've got to work. Tomorrow is church in the Arlington area. Our church is at No Frills Grill off of Little Road in Arlington. You're welcome to attend after, I think it's about 12 o'clock. Public is welcome. We have no secrets from anybody. We are what we are. We are defenders of the Constitution and those that had their constitutional rights violated. That's what we do. We have chapters, and we're fixing to add some new ones. We'll be announcing those soon. With that, everybody, have a great weekend. We'll see you again on Tuesday, maybe Monday if I have something I've got to get off my chest, like the special treatment Jussie Smollett is getting. They should at least send him to jail. Taking him to jail long enough where he had to, well, maybe where there's some guys waiting on him. Yeah. You know his situation. They're going to think he's real pretty. Yeah. You know what I mean. Well, everybody, have a great weekend. Try to stay away from the mainstream media and all the idiots out there. Bye-bye.